Today we're going to be working on adjusting the headset. Remember, always wear an apron. Keeps your body clean. The headset is the bearing right here on the frame that's between your fork and your stem. That's what your handlebars turn on. It's very important. A lot of times with new bikes, the headset compresses, so that's one of the first things you'll have on a new bike that's going to loosen up is your headset. And then over time, if you take a hard hit, there's a compression ring in there. When you take a hard hit, it gets pushed down further and your headset loosens up. So headsets coming loose are a pretty common thing. So when we diagnose a headset issue, you want to make sure that it's not something else. So you want to put your hand on the part right here between the top cap of the headset and the head tube. And what I'm going to do is turn my handlebars 90 degrees and rock back and forth. And you should feel play. If it's your headset, you'll feel play between the two pieces. So the dangers of not adjusting your headset, it can damage the frame. If that's loose and this is wiggling back and forth, it can ovalize the head tube. It can also damage the bearings. But the big thing is you don't want to ruin your frame. You're just gonna need a 456, an Allen wrench like this, or like a multi-tool will work awesome. So how this system works, so you have two bearings here. This top nut compresses the bearing. So you're adjusting the bearing. You're not like tightening it down really hard. So the first thing to do to get that so we can adjust it is loosen these guys. So that's these two bolts right here. When you're doing it, do it a quarter turn at a time at first. So now that that's loose, and we did a quarter turn at a time, loosening that up, we are going to tighten the bearing. And this is an adjustment. I should say adjustment, not tighten, because we just want to get that bearing just touching. So we're not going to crank down on that, on this guy here. So what we're going to do is an 1/8 turn. So we're just going to go that much. So it seems very little, but you don't want to over tighten the bearing. It's better to do this adjustment more times and get it right than do it once and over tighten and crush that bearing. When you're tightening it back up, quarter turn at a time. You switch to one side or bolt to bolt, quarter turn, quarter turn, quarter turn. I'm going to check and see if this headset's adjusted by putting my hand between the plate and the frame and rock back and forth. No movement, we're good to go. A common thing that happens, people just tighten this top bolt down and can actually pull the star nut. The star nut is what this tightens to inside the fork. So sometimes you get somebody and they just crank this down trying to make an adjustment and it breaks the inside. That's a part you can replace, but you want to avoid that. So every time you adjust, the process is you loosen these guys, you adjust this until the headset is properly adjusted. As you're doing this, if you're concerned about how much you're tightening it down, or if the component has a torque spec, you can use this guy. This is a torque wrench. It'll tell you exactly how much force you're putting into the bolt. For a dirt jumper, it's not totally necessary to use this. If you have like a nicer road bike or mountain bike, or if there's any carbon components, you want to use one of these. Otherwise, you're good with this guy. Adjusting your headsets, it's not a difficult thing once you know the process. Loosen the stem up, adjust your bearing, tighten the stem back down, rinse and repeat until your headset's adjusted. It's pretty simple once you do it the first time and understand all the pieces. So I hope this helped. Leave a comment if you like this video and you want to see more, or if there's something that you want to learn about that I can teach you, let me know. I'd like to thank Totem Cycles, my buddy Ryan, support local business, Colorado, yeah. Check out totemcycles.com and like and share. Thank you.